Alright, what's up guys, it's your boy DyloPillow back with another album review. Today I'm going to be reviewing the album Superwhat by CZARFACE and MF Doom. It is definitely pronounced CZARFACE as they made it very clear on the track A Name to a Face. This is the first posthumous album from MF Doom. Hopefully there's more to come. Rest in peace, Doom. But it's really great to be able to hear from him again. This is the second collaboration between CZARFACE and MF Doom after 2018 CZARFACE meets Metalface. CZARFACE is made up of Inspector Deck from Wu-Tang and DJ 7L and Esoteric. Production credits on the album go to Czar Keys, which is made up of 7L and Todd Spatafor. Doom meshes very well with CZARFACE because they each use this kind of idea of cartoon sampling as well as supervillain themes, which you'll see throughout the project. The start of the project kind of sets the scene with everybody in the studio together just kind of laughing about something that had just happened. I think that's a really great start to this album for sure, especially with having Doom passed like prior or after this album was recorded. I think it's nice to start with like kind of a light moment like that. Everyone brings bars on this project. There's no way I could possibly list everything that's in here, but if you guys want to listen through and read through all the lyrics, there's some really great stuff in there. But one of the earliest bars on the project mentions King Lear, which has got to be one of my least favorite Shakespeare plays, so I was kind of upset that was one of the first lines. The chemistry on the track, Zarwin's Theory, is just ridiculous and really sets the tone for what this album's going to be like. Everyone just drops fire verses after fire verse. Like, everyone is on this other level that you really aren't going to find on many projects. And as the project goes on, you just find yourself, I find myself at least, just stunned at how well Esoteric performed. His verses were on another level, even with Doom on the project. This dude was straight spitting the whole way through. One of my favorite bars on here from him in the earliest tracks is iconic how you sound like a salesman when you rockin', when in fact it's me who had zero interest in what you're dropping. One of my favorite Doom bars on the project is on the track Doom Onto Others when he says, more action than triple X pornos. That's just hilarious. Like, only one man could say something like that and just pull it off like that. On the same track, Esoteric drops the bar, my whole campfire is something like a Weebelo, even though your words go unheard like the tea in Pinot Grigio. Jason and the Zargonauts is just pure rapping with a great verse from Del, the funky Homo sapien, and everybody just really did a great job on that track. The chemistry was awesome. Break in Action takes on kind of a different chill production, a nice little switch up in sound, but the bars keep coming on this track as well. The track This Is Canon Now is just Esoteric, and he absolutely destroys this whole track. The lyrics are incredible. All of the bars focus around comic book characters, and that's not something that we haven't heard before, but the execution on this is insanely good. The final track, Young World, definitely my favorite instrumental, like just a really nice one to wrap up the project. Esoteric drops my favorite line on the whole project on that last track, saying, real kings don't need material things, they need the simple joys life brings. Overall, this project was great. It was really refreshing to hear something like this. In 2021, we haven't necessarily had too many like kind of underground-based ideas like this to just have like, Doom has always been this creator that brings in so many cool ideas into his music where it's a whole different life, time frame almost. It's just him being a supervillain. And I think CZARFACE also brings that into their music very well. Their previous, collab album, like I mentioned earlier, CZARFACE meets Metalface, was really good, and this was on that same level. I think that everybody was just spitting through this, having fun, doing what they do. Great production. Everything came together really well. It's so great to hear, MF Doom one more time, if this is the last time. Hopefully, probably not. But he did a good job on this project. It wasn't like his, magnum opus or anything, but obviously we know that happened a while ago, and he was still able to spit like this 16 years after some of his best projects. So shout out to him. Shout out to everybody on this project. I thought it came together super well. My only main critiques of this album would be that Inspector Deck did not keep up. In my opinion, some of the verses just completely outdid him. And I don't think that he was at his best. I think he could have kept up if he wanted to. But I'm just kind of surprised that some of the verses weren't necessarily bad by any means. It's just like comparatively, you have to make sure that the skill level is matched on a project like this. I also think that the project could have been longer, maybe give more time to develop some kind of storyline with the supervillain theme and stuff like that, because it didn't necessarily get to that point. It was more just about the idea of CZARFACE and Doom and stuff like that. It wasn't really focused on anything happening, and I think they could have worked that in if they wanted to. Maybe that's not something they were going for. It was just kind of a fun thing, but either way, I think that's something they could have expanded on. But it's not necessarily like a negative of the project itself. It's just an idea that could have been grown into. Overall, I think this is still one of the best projects to come out this year. Probably like second best at this point. I'm going to give it a solid 8 out of 10. I thought it was really good. If you haven't already checked it out, make sure to check it out. It's just a fun listen. You really don't get any bad vibes from this at all. You just get some guys rapping and doing their thing together. And I think that they proved again why CZARFACE and MF Doom are some great rappers. And I'll be continuing to check out what CZARFACE does drop, because I was very impressed by this in their last project with Doom. I haven't necessarily dove into their whole discography, but if you guys have heard it, feel free to recommend Project for me, because I would love to check out some more of their stuff. But yeah, let me know what you guys thought of this project. If you did hear it, I was, like I said, very impressed. So I would imagine most people enjoyed it quite a bit. So I hope you guys did enjoy it. Drop a like if you guys enjoyed the video as well. Make sure to subscribe, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace.